Uncle Mort's Celtic Fringe by Peter Tinniswood. The morning bounded to greet them and laid its golden head upon their laps. The glut of the sea and the bounty of the breeze, deer leap and fox furl, the badger's grunt and the suckling honey of sated summer bees, the valance of ferns, the mattress of green leaves, a day to soar the spirits and lark the soul.
Do you like poetry, Carter?
No. Do you?
No.
Why not?
I can't stand show-offs.
The Count of Curving Corn, the otter lonely in the morning, the hills high with wimbrel. Carter Brandon had spoken to Pat on the phone.
Mother said she enjoyed meeting you, but next time you visit, will you remember to put Mysel in your socks?
Right.
Do they have foot powder as we know it in Wales, Carter?
I don't know.
Well, find out. It could be crucial in an emergency.
The hill of the banner, the first tumble of the great Easterling River, the sulphur spring, the dry lift of soil, the wheelwright, the smith, and the saddler. The land, eared by wheat and chattered by stone, dozed.
Have you farted, Carter?
No.
It must be me, then.
They reached the point where the river gaped long and hard at the sea. The bridge draped its cables across the sky. Its towers probed for garlands of clouds.
You like bridges, Carter?
Yes. Provided they serve a useful purpose.
They never do.
I know.
They're always going somewhere.
I know.
To the other side, usually. Who wants to get to the other side?
Cake vans.
Precisely, Carter. Precisely, lad. And there, in a nutshell, is displayed the intrinsic misery of the human condition.
They climbed out of the car and gazed across the estuary. The far bank was restless with England. The gulls were restless with the Channel wind. Suddenly Uncle Mort gripped Carter Brandon by the sleeve of his jacket.
Hey up, Carter. Can you see what I can see?
What?
Well, out there, on that sandbank yonder, I can see people.
You what?
There's people on that sandbank in the middle of the river. Look, you can see them as plain as out.
Carter Brandon followed the direction of Uncle Mort's outstretched arm. He screwed up his eyes. He hunched his neck. He squinted. He strained.
There's nothing there.
There is. There's people there.
Well, what are they doing?
Fighting.
What?
With spears.
You what?
Look, lad, look. Can you not see them? Big buggers wearing long flowing trousers and cloaks. And they've got beards, and their hair's sticking out like lions' manes. And they've got axes and swords and... Hey, did you see that, Carter? Send him off, Ref, send him off!
Have you been on the antifreeze?
No, lad, no. They're out there. The blokes, they're on the sandbank and they've gone.
What?
They've gone. They're not there no more.
I think it's time for a pint or two, don't you?
He took Uncle Mort by the arm and led him back gently to the car.
They was there, Carter. They was.
That's right, course they was.
They found a pub in a wrinkled village. They took the drinks into the garden. An elderly man in shifty jodhpurs fed crisps to a stilt-shouldered greyhound. A file of racehorses clopped at the road beyond the hedge. A small child with scuffed teeth fell off a climbing frame and commenced to howl. Uncle Mort grinned.
Thus, of an instant, Carter, is joy and radiant happiness restored to my life.
They browsed into their drinks, and when they'd finished, they went for a stroll through the village. There was a tea shop. There was a sub-post office with boxes of shrivelled vegetables stacked outside on the pavement. There was a duck pond.
You know the trouble with this place, Carter?
No. What?
He doesn't know whether it's Welsh or whether it's English.
Aye.
What a fate not to know what you are. Have you ever had that problem, Carter? Have you ever thought you were a mangle?
No. Have you?
Yes.
What's it like?
Bloody hard work.
They returned to the car. Its roof was covered with the droppings of restless swallows.
Right then, lad. Are we off to Cardiff, then?
No, we'll leave it for another day. Let's just meander. Let's explore.
And so they meandered, and so they explored. The castle on a bluff, the creamy red river, white-faced, slow-nosed cattle.
You like the Welsh, Carter?
In what capacity?
As people.
Oh, I've never looked on them in that light before.
The mountains stood out black against the sky. They beckoned. They wheedled.
I once knew a Welshman.
Did you?
Aye, in the First World War. They called him Tommy Emmanuel. He used to eat his socks.
Why?
I never asked him.
Why not?
Because I can't stand people talking with their mouths full.
They reached a town loafing beneath its mountain. There was a county cricket match in progress.
Funny, isn't it, Carter? You don't expect the Tafts to play cricket, do you?
No.
There's a lot of things in life you don't expect the Welsh to do.
Such as?
Well, pay the fines on their library books. Go on holiday to Bridlington. Put Bisto in their gravy. Laugh, sneeze, snore. Give birth without gas. I wonder how they shout "how's that" in Welsh.
Same as us.
Bastards.
They paused to buy ingredients for a picnic.
Are you sure we've got enough, Carter?
What have we got?
2 sliced loaves, half a dozen pork pies, a tin of sardines, 2 punnets of strawberries, 3 heads of celery, a pound of Cheshire cheese, and a crate of pale ale.
Bugger. We've forgotten the custard creams.
Into the beaconed mountains they plunged. Trudge of listless soldiers, plod of Roman road, the tracks of wild-eyed drovers.
Nice word, drovers, isn't it, Carter?
Champion.
I wouldn't have minded being a cattle drover.
Why didn't you?
Simple, lad. I don't like oxo.